big play, he'll make that play for you.
Check it. 220. Wide, check.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. First carry for Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
180.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Shake down, baby. Yeah. Oh, I got him.
Here we go.
Black 20. 40. 50. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Quarter. 230. 40.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
50.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. And they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief. $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Bortles to throw once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. A spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Easy.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
But if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play, Roethlisberger to Brown. 49 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
These two. All right, here we go. Easy. Tighten up. Kings. These two. Jam. These two. Slam. Double bump. Go. Check. Black.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season. And what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Check 26, check 26. Z. Left.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Double tight. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
10 more there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fournette, a first down carry. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And Lambeau will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post, And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They run with Connor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Blair Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Single. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Ace! Ace! Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on ready! Black 58, right!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
I'm coming for you. You mine! Ready! Slow! Ace! Ace!
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. They have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Ace! Who that? Here we go now. No.
On second down, here's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Ready! Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Going to run the draw with Fournette. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. has to throw on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a give to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check 50. Check 50. Set. Monday. Check 37.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down. Knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The play clock's running down. They'll go again with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. All day, every day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 26.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Bryant the man in motion right. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the... And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Left.
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. And maybe all of that, I still call him Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Left.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Blue 30. Wait a second.
Big. Double back. Check.
Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Check. Here we go. 198. Left. Slow.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He's coming.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, fighting off the defender. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. No gain, and it's second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Black 25, check 25, check 25. Here we go now. Blue 45, blue 45. Black 58, Rail. Black 58. Z. Here we go now. Blue.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And tough starting field position here. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. Black 80.
Three down.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 58 yards.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
In motion right is Bryant. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Black 80. These two.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Left.
Defense showing blitz. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
No spacing.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Throwing his Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fournette fighting through. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. We have hit halftime. Still 2. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 2nd down. Bortles going to throw. He finds Hurns left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, 75 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Kill, turn up.
Here's Roethlisberger. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Left. Ready. Ace.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jags 1st down, Bortles to Robinson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Double tight. Ready.
On play action, it's Bortles. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Bortles to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. It's harder to move it.
Now Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. They find some open field here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. To throw, it's Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Fournette on the counter, and some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Set! 44, like 20. Left!
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Watch tight. Tight end right.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Throw. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Lewis has the first down and then some. And it's caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Throw. Left. No. Off. Check 43.
They'll give Fournette another crack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Fournette. Fights loose. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.